Good morning, good day, and good evening. I'm, as always, your host, Brody Robertson, and today we are back for... I don't know what number we're on, but it's getting close to 300. And today we have another one of the Game Developer Podcast. Today we have... I don't know what either of your positions are in the project. I didn't ask you before.
It's
We were pending. We were discussing this today because there's so few people on our team. It's like, what do we call everyone? It's like, we'll get back to answer on that one.
we are all directors of various fields.
It's like, I guess
Professional plate spinners.
technical director and animation director, but we both do a bunch of other crap. So
Right.
yeah.
Well, regardless of what your actual titles are, I guess we should talk about the game itself. I always like to ask indie devs this question, because some of them will come up with like, yes, I am the director of all things fun, and I am, they'll have like a serious title. Other people, it's just like, I've never had any reason to think about this problem.
Yeah,
Now,
it's only been more of a recent thing where we actually have to put down a very specific role. And it's just like, oh shit. Well, I do modeling, animation, rigging, effects, a little bit of
How much
programming.
space do you have?
Yeah. How many times can I put my name with different titles? It's
Anyway, the game, Blood Vow Survive the Night.
Yeah.
that's the guy.
That is the game.
That's the guy. So it's we've been working on it for hold on, let's get my things up. Working on it for what? A year and a handful of months now.
I think 14 months at this stage.
And it'd be easy to sort of throw out the whatever the log line at the moment is, but it's sort of top down survival action hack and slashy tower defensey. It's a big melting pot of the things we like, from across being like console gamers and computer gamers, and just in something that we can make in our spare time while we're working, really.
Yeah, the vibe I got from it when I played was like action tower defense. I think is kind of like the simplest way to put it.
That's a really good way of
I think
putting it.
I think that's the answer. Was writing the new branding today, and I'm fairly sure that's what he was going with.
And
Co-op
as it
action
will go into
tower
this,
defense.
I think something like that. Yeah.
Don't know your
There's a new
titles,
trailer.
don't know the genre.
There's a new trailer, I think, today.
Ooh.
Maybe.
Is that on the Steam page? Is that the... Because there's two videos on here. There's the announcement trailer, the demo announcement, and then the cinematic trailer.
I know that he put up a trailer onto YouTube yesterday.
Okay, let's see if we can find that then.
Yeah, I'll just grab a link for that real quick.
The YouTube's not linked on the Steam page.
It's on. Oh yeah, of course not. We're a professional operation.
Very.
Yeah, I don't know. It'd be somewhere. Assuming,
sure.
I think he finished it. I'm not sure.
So,
Because like what we're currently aiming for. When's the next big deadline? Is it PAX?
Yeah, PAX
Yeah.
coming up in about.
So we're in
6
the
weeks.
process of getting a lot of things ready for PAX, which
right.
I assume you've been around getting things ready for PAX. It's a not always easy, streamlined, smooth, successful process where you finish everything on time.
As long as we're
But I
not
think,
pulling
like-
all-nighters like last year.
Yeah. I think the fact that we're this disorganized, what, like 6 weeks beforehand? Yeah, it means we're doing pretty well, really. Like,
I don't want to know what doing badly is then. What you were saying last year was a problem. What was last year like?
I mean, it was a little bit of a problem. It wasn't that bad.
it worked. The game worked. People liked it.
We drove directly
Did
from
I sleep
Artie's
before?
house. Yeah, 2 packs, 2 bump in.
Mm-hmm.
He had not slept.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I
And
probably got a
then-
little bit of sleep in the car.
Yeah, and then you did more programming that night for the build to play the next day for public. It was fantastic, and it went
Yep.
really, really well. I wasn't stressed at all.
No.
I think you were too sleep deprived to be stressed.
Yeah, the magic. It's good.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. It's because we're just a bunch of mates who do contract work surrounding games, making game largely in our spare time and under our own steam. It's certainly a more relaxed environment, we'll say, which is good.
Hence is the organized one.
We don't have like scrums or stand-ups or anything. We don't have to do any serious kind of toxic software development things.
Right,
You just
right.
sort of just have fun making a game.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
what
our
are,
scrums are going for coffee.
Yeah.
as long as you know that there's like work being done, that's good enough.
Yeah.
All the
I mean,
time.
like, yeah, there's still we've got version control and the holy whiteboard and stuff. Like, it's still a proper project. But,
Right.
Just nobody's getting paid, so
So you're both saying that you do a lot of different things within the project, but what are your actual like backgrounds before the game was started?
So I did a diploma of 2D, 3D animation over in Vancouver. And then I came in and did the TAFE Flinders pathway, specializing in games specifically. So very much in optimized workflows. I've been in Unreal Engine for over a decade now. And then a lot of contract work takes on, animation side, and there's been a lot of virtual production and things that are all utilizing the game engine itself. So every time we do a project like that, it's like, oh, I can use that. Like, I didn't know about this specific feature, but that has solved so many issues that I didn't think about. And so Darcy and I opened up a co-op workspace beginning of 2021. And so we have, I think there's 18 of us in the office now. And
where he
so
currently is.
Yeah, where I currently am. And so we've got Unreal developers, we've got Unity developers, we have people that come in just do contract, we've got writers, we've got loads of different artists that come through. And so
Maybe
there's
2 big Unity teams at the moment.
Yeah. But there's so much knowledge share. It's like anyone runs into an issue, it's like, does anyone have a good solve for this? And just, the communication will just start, and other people jump in and be like, oh, I didn't know you could do that. It's actually one of my favorite things.
I imagine being in a space like that also helps you feel kind of accountable to do work, because there are other people around you who are also working as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Because it started like not as it wasn't originally a game development office, really. Like we did game development training, sort of, visual arts, digital media training. And just wound up doing contract work. And when you're doing contract work, it's just easier if you have a office to work out of.
Right.
Like in terms of, your own mental health and organizing meetings, just planning things, doing stuff. So that's where it started, and the community came from us doing the game dev course at uni, and that the way that everyone shared knowledge, and it was like a wholesome experience. We tried to carry that on into the like professional work area that we were building, and that's
So
great.
What is
your background, Darcy? We kind of got sidetracked there as we were talking about other stuff.
Oh yeah, I'll do that. Don't worry. I have a weird one to be the lead programmer on this. You find yourself doing more programming work the longer you do these things. I did 2D art out of, back in 2012 or whenever at AC Arts, and then went into digital media at CDW after working like a bunch of random, classic cospo jobs and shit, to try and do 2D digital art, and then switch to 3D about like halfway through that, and then have just been contracting in the weird adjacent tech space since then. So like touchscreens for museums,
Digital puppetry.
Yeah, digital puppetry. We did the volcap thing.
What's that?
Which is volumetric capture. Mix and I built the first commercial. I have to say commercial because I reckon there was a study one before. Volumetric capture rig in the country, which is like, weird stuff. Because like, I don't know, the more contracts you can say yes to, the easier your job in this space is going to be, really. So we were just learning new stuff and doing a bunch of random things that might not fall under, game dev training specifically, but it's all the same software, it's all the same skills and stuff. So a bunch of weird stuff. I know that doesn't answer your question, but I don't have a good answer.
That's fine. That's fine. I like the weird answers.
Yeah, we made Google Maps like 3 times. 3 times? 2 times?
Do you count?
You'd be surprised what
the hands-free exhibition.
What?
Yeah.
So during COVID, we did what's it called? Immersion. Using
Immerse. Yeah. Yep.
Immerse. Yep. It was.
It was called immersion because of this.
There's so many things called very similar things. It was a 45-minute. How would you describe it? It was using the volumes
experience.
A hands-free immersive experience.
It was called an experience. It was an experience.
There's lots of stories and then lots of interactive environments where Darcy did all the programming so that using the cameras, if you're waving your hands in certain directions, you'd either be pointing a spotlight or shooting paintballs or stirring up a fish, and it would just go from story to story. And it was using the same volume displays that they use in all the Marvel and Star Wars TV shows and stuff. So the big LED walls that wrap around the studio. It was a lot of fun. It's
like a big oval. It was fun. Yeah. So like
lots of random crap.
This weird tech art adjacent space is what we've been in and out of. Using game engines to not make games.
Yeah, I think a lot of people forget that like Unreal Engine is used in movie production, and like it's not just a game engine at this point.
Disney use it for everything, and it's like just becoming more and more accessible for everyone. Like, especially with the virtual production side of things, it's getting pretty good.
Yeah. I don't know. It's still. I mean, like, I use it professionally. Teach Unreal. I have my complaints. It's pretty good. Yeah. So yeah, that's what we've been doing up until we made the game, I guess. And as you can see, after doing, so much work in and around the space using the same tools, eventually you're like, man, I should just make a damn game.
So was this like a long thought out idea, or did it kind of just, hey, let's make a game?
It kind of started with Ant saying, hey, let's make a game. He pitched an idea to us, and then we had a very intense 8-week stint to AvCon last year.
I think he'd done a bunch of concept art.
Wait, you were at AvCon last year?
Yes.
Did you
Wait,
what?
No. If you saw a booth that was like was it a TV?
It was a TV.
Yeah, just a TV, no branding, and a bunch of people standing around with like a decent product for what 8 weeks work or whatever it was, being like, "Is this game loop fun?" Cool. Don't worry about following us or anything. We'll be back to the next one with an actual thing. That was just how we did the
Right.
I don't know. That's how we treat conventions. Free game testing. That's huge. Like, so testing that mechanics are fun, testing that the game loop works. Like, that's the main thing we're there for.
No, the reason I ask is because
I guess
I did like all this where it's like, oh, go around and talk to the indie devs last year. I don't. I didn't see you guys there.
Yeah,
maybe
no,
I didn't.
like,
maybe I didn't spot the.
We were
the
intentionally.
Yeah.
Just sort of. Your eyes move past.
Right.
That doesn't look done. Keep going.
So.
Yeah.
What was the state of the? You said it was like an 8-week stint to get it ready for AvCon. Like, what did the game look like at the time?
An extremely
it had
version of this. Extremely. It's been
yeah.
rebuilt
I think it
twice.
I think I had like 1 or 2 of the enemies, the day-night cycle. Like the combat, I think you could light attack and heavy attack, and maybe I don't know if it had much else.
Special, but
yeah, I'm not sure. And it was just sort of like because like at the heart of it, that dynamic day-night system and the hack and slash combat, and sort of using different elements to move the players around the levels that we have is the core element of the game. So that's pretty much what we went into it with. So, and a level that was full of a bunch of prefab crap,
right?
That we had to rip out of the project.
So I played the trailer earlier, but I do have a bunch of people that listen to the show. For anyone who didn't see it, just explain like what the state of the game is, like as of now. I assume it hasn't had like a massive shift since AvCon, but I guess that was like 2 or so months ago. Yeah, actually, it was like 2 months ago at this point. Yeah,
the stuff we've been working on would it be in that trailer? If it was in the trailer, then yes, there has been a massive shift. If it isn't yet, then no, we've been working on new stuff, like quite a lot of new stuff for the last 2 months. Like there was
got, like
meant to be a demo done by
levels?
AvCon, and there will be. So yeah, bunch of levels. The lobby, like a full featured lobby with like, you know, your standard 4-player join your thing. Your peoples all stand in your row, and you've got your like bells and whistles. Yep. So yeah, that sort of stuff.
So what is the basic, I guess, gameplay loop? Just to be able to sort of understanding of like what you're trying to do in the game.
Do you want to take it? Do you want me?
Yeah, you can do it. I've just crashed.
I was wondering why you turned blue. So
gameplay my sound still works.
Yeah, I can still see the video as well. So you get summoned in. We start off with, like, you know, the leftover husks from the previous night, and then it's basically sorry, I should be able to explain this off the top of my head real easy, but I'm just pooped. The first night starts, and you get your first wave of enemies. As it progresses through the level, daytime gets shorter and shorter, and the nights get longer and longer. And you're trying to protect the remaining followers. Basically, you want to go set up more defenses, because each night there are even more monsters coming out. And by the end of the fixed night times through the levels, you'll have like whatever remaining followers you have, you can put into upgrading your character. So it is.
Upgrades would entail what?
different weapon abilities, different specials, different towers, tower unlocks. So like, the standard like 1, 2, 3 kind of tower progression system. But we also want to make it that you have to do X before you can unlock like Y and Z. So
Right, so you couldn't just like fast track to end game equipment down like one route and then cheese everything.
not on the first playthrough, no.
Sure.
I mean, it's I don't think it's the. I don't know.
It's gonna get hard.
We're going to be thinking about our progression while we're at PAX. So this will be one of the things we're trialing there. We'll be going there with sort of some minimal RPG systems, testing the like level progression thing. So we're going with our 3 levels that happen in sequence. And yeah, we have the Holy Whiteboard has ideas for how we're progressing with this. And yeah, the general idea, because like small team,
sure,
doing this not full time, is that
and you like to release the game eventually.
Yeah.
Next year.
2026? Are we allowed to say that?
I'm saying.
I know that we don't have a Q. There's not a number with a Q involved in that, but I think we can officially say 2026. We know how many like playable characters there are with in terms of animations, how many towers there are, how many enemies there's going to be in it. What we don't know is exactly how many side grades there will be, because that's how we're going to handle a lot of our progression.
Right.
Is get the concepts that we've done, the most work on, in terms of fitting them into how the game works and all that, and then just adjust those per different play styles.
Right.
Different play styles, different ways that we'll see. We'll see.
As an example of what you mean there, like what would you be thinking of?
So to give you an idea, we've got I think the Aura Tower or the projectile towers might be a good idea. Currently, the base mode of our area of effect Aura Tower is that it slows enemies.
Right.
And then, depending on how we go through the game testing at PAX, we'll probably try like dot, so damage over time while we're there, see how that feels for players, see how it feels to like how balanced being able to heal yourself is, that sort of thing. And we like, we're systems enthusiast game nerds, so we'll just sort of be trialing a bunch of interacting upgrade options with the lovely people that come to play our game at PAX.
Okay.
Thank you, free testers. So that sort of thing. And then in terms of the level progression, I think we settled on like the stock. I don't know if it's a tree or if it's a. I haven't wrote this in the last. You sort of unlock things and then can go back and rank.
Right.
Rank levels to unlock stuff. So it's all going to be inclusive in the game package, where we're hopefully going to just release this as a game, and then your progression, you earn through playing the game. So we don't have to manage live servers.
No. Please no.
Please no. My God. Yeah.
So the game is also co-op, and is the intention for single player to be viable, or is co-op kind of like okay, so you are going to try to adjust things based on the number of players, I assume, then?
Yeah.
That's what we've been trying to. That's one of the things. Another things we'll be game testing moving forward, and have been for a while. Is how do you balance for different number of player experiences? Because if you've got classic systems like Diablo, where depending on how many people in the 1 to 8 player limit you had, it just got the numbers were tweaked or the enemy numbers were tweaked.
Right.
I think a lot of it will be like the enemy spawn counts as well. But there will just be some levels which
I was going to say that
won't be playing as much multiplayer as others.
Yeah, there will definitely be levels that are set up more for certain numbers of players. Just because level design is going to do a lot there, and whether or not we have levels that unlock areas depending on how many people play. Because it's a multi-lane tower defense system. Yeah, so we've got a lot of tools to figure that out. I reckon. Well, currently we're balancing it for 2 players, which will give us a way to go up and down more easily, hopefully. But yeah, I don't know. How do you balance a 4-player co-op experience?
Yeah, there's a lot of different ways you can approach it, because you make a good point there about level design, where if you have things placed far apart, like naturally with a single person, they're gonna be harder to deal with.
Yep.
So, like, it's just a really tough problem. I don't know if there's a good way. I think the only thing you can do is just play test it a lot and just see what works and see what feels good.
Yeah. And that's sort of the attitude we've had to most of the things in this. So we're just gonna keep doing that, see what feels good. We're not going to aggressively adjust like health numbers. You can not
Seems
that
like an easy way out.
because the combat's so finely tuned to it feeling good as a hack and slash that, like, if you took away people's abilities to kill low level enemies in a single hit or that sort of thing, then you take away the what feels good.
Right, yeah, damage. Making things damage sponge is just never. It never really
especially
works.
in the type of game where we're building, which is like you want something to a single hit one of the enemies at least to explode into like a nice ball of endorphins. Like sound real crunchy. Yeah.
Ideally, we'd just double the amount of enemies that are coming out.
Yeah. Surely that'll work. Just scale it up linearly. There's definitely gonna be a problem there.
Yeah. I know we can shove out up to like, what do we test to, like 1,200 or something?
Something ridiculous.
So we'll see about that. We'll see about that. Yeah, I don't know. We have this we've built a bunch of these systems, and now we're just gonna playtest them until we release the game and see how the audience, thinks it feels fun to play. Because we know what feels fun to play. We know how to play the game in a way that, currently might make you finish the game with the most followers. I don't know if it's fun, but our opinions in this, from the start, are probably the most important, because we've been developing the game and playing the game for the last year and a bit. I don't trust us to make rational decisions.
Right. Yeah. This is
especially not him. He's freakishly good at the game. So yeah.
This is sort of the problem with any sort of software design, where you focus so much on the project and it in and out, that you can really easily overlook any problems because you know how to work around them, and you're just you just subconsciously avoid the problem areas. You subconsciously just ignore things that are an issue. That's why, again, the free tester thing with cons, it's good to get new eyes on it to see, are we actually going in the right direction here?
Yeah, has this been moving forward? That sort of stuff. I mean, it's not just with it's just with things in general. Thanks, Ants, for noticing, by the way. The UI I've been working on for the lobby doesn't have a key piece of functionality that it's supposed to have. Not because I didn't want to do it. I just forgot that it was supposed to be there. And these things, when you're looking at something for I don't know how many hours, you just sort of forget how it works anyway. So
right.
Oh yeah, you are supposed to be able to change your weapons. That's probably important.
Yeah, that's yeah.
See, stuff like that.
So it's been about a year that the project's been in progress for. How happy are you with the state of things and how things have been progressing?
I fucking love it. This has been a lot of fun.
It's getting to the point where it's just like, shit, man. This is a game.
Even since you left work today, I've checked in a couple of systems, which you'll see.
Yeah. Like reaching the point in fidelity, in like how everything moves in the animation, in like all the pieces moving. Where, yeah, I mean, prior to that, it's like, yeah, it's pretty good, I guess.
Right, so it's kind of like
your own
bunch of
you
systems.
see all the cracks way more than other people see the cracks. I think we're pretty happy, and we should be pretty happy with where it's at currently. So,
So it no longer feels like just a bunch of systems you've put together. It's actually starting to feel like sort of a complete thing.
Yeah, like a whole polished thing.
It's looking and feeling and playing like a game. It's really enjoyable.
Yep.
Probably playtesting it too much. So it's I don't know. I don't see that as an issue, but fun. So we need to go through the whole playtesting online with everything, which we had the online system working in its very loose prototype at Sage at the beginning of the year.
I think it was the of the new version. It was the first thing that went in, like the very rudimentary lobby system bones.
And then the continuation testing that at AvCon this year. But in the past couple of months since AvCon, we've revamped and like completely rebuilt a few of the systems. And they're feeling a lot more enjoyable, but we just need to make sure that the online replication is working, which is
the funnest thing. I don't know, actually, network programming is less heinous than UI programming.
Yeah.
Okay. Why do you say that?
I feel like with UI programming, you can, make changes. UI programming is like replacing one problem with like a slightly different, maybe lesser problem, until you can just ignore most of the problems. Whereas with network coding, like it eventually works. Like your troubleshooting goes somewhere. Sort of thing. I don't know. I don't know if this is specifically an Unreal Engine thing. But it's I'm also not a trained UI person, so having to that might be one of the first people web publishers to give us money. We would hire to fill out.
Yeah, when I was playing the game, like every time I play a game, like at AvCon or any other con, it's usually pretty clear for like smaller teams what people are very specialized on. Because I look at the game like, wow, these animations are really good. And then it's like the UI, it's a UI. It works.
Yeah. Funny story about that. We had, I don't know who it was, lovely man, came up to had a chat with me at AvCon while these kids were playing. I was like, yeah, it's looking good. I mean, the UI's alright. You're lucky that you're right, and we just bodged that together. So, it might have been one of the things we're putting off. It's looking good now. It's just it's just painful. It has to like plug into so many other systems, and it's all little components that you have to make sure are made properly. The other thing, we're doing things as properly as possible.
Mm.
In the like, it may not look like it, I know. And so when you get to the stage of like, oh, I'm not really trained to do this, but I suppose I better make it properly. It can be a bit tedious.
Right, you're not dealing with game jam code you're throwing together in 48 hours that just needs to hold itself together long enough.
Oh no, we cleaned that out of the project like 2 complete project refreshes ago. I think we're on our third.
Yeah, we're on the third iteration.
And
of the game.
this one's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
Mookie wouldn't be happy. He'd be pretty happy. He's in charge of naming conventions and everything, so we've done pretty
You're
good.
a lot better than you were.
Yeah.
So when you're approaching putting networking into a game like this, like networking is an area that I've not touched with any of the game development stuff I've done in the past. So where do you even begin sort of approaching that problem?
So in a past life, I did Cisco at I think I was in high school actually. And I like computers and networking and stuff. So that side of things, in terms of understanding just how like the internet and the protocols work, is pretty easy. In terms of programming, it's a pain in the ass to learn, at least, just because nobody knows what they're talking about. And once you find, I found like, I think there's one British dude who just has these beautiful, I think they're 2 45-minute sort of lecture presentations. It's like, this is how networking and replication actually works in Unreal Engine. And you watch that, and then it just, makes a lot more sense. I will admit. Yeah, I don't know. It's a problem largely just because there's so many different versions of things. In fact, I have a very funny image that actually no, you can just go look at what Face Punch's Steam API GitHub is called, and it might give you an idea of, these are professional people. These are the people who have probably been working with Steam API the longest. So Facebook make Gary's Mod and Rust for those who aren't clear.
Another fucking C# Steamworks implementation. Yup. Yup.
This is their legitimate GitHub. Yeah. The problem is, you just have to like line up all your cogs in a proper order, and then actually give a shit about that order as you program things through the project. Especially when you're doing P2P stuff, because like, so we like, in terms of the functionality of the engine, like we could probably, I don't know why it would ship a dedicated server, but we could do one, but we'll be using 4-player P2P. So it's just a matter of, keeping track of who's in charge and who you're sending information to. But watch those videos. I know I didn't tell you where they were, but that's your adventure. You can sort through the crap. It's heinous. Like, I don't know how many hours I would have spent looking for things and just being like, this isn't right. Why is this person so confidently telling me to do this? Yeah.
Is it a matter of the approach they have being wrong, or just suboptimal?
I don't know. I think it's just like, Unreal's documentation is getting better, we'll say. And in the process of regurgitating people's regurgitations of it, it is pretty substandard by the time it reaches Reddit comments, we'll say.
I
Mm.
see. Right. That seems like a very nice way to put it. A very nice way to put it.
It's it's getting better.
Mm.
Yep.
Yep.
Right, you can be one of the crackpots putting a video out soon.
Yeah, no, don't worry, I have opinions. It's like the problem, realistic, like talking seriously, the problem is that the information for these systems gets documented at some point, and it's correct at that point. And then the engine version will change, or like how Steam works will change, or fundamentally things will change in the internet, and then what people have said is no longer true. But that will still show up in the people discussing the solutions to these problems.
Right.
And it's not too bad. You just have to be like really version specific with what the problems that you're having.
Sure.
I don't know. You have to enjoy troubleshooting.
I think if you're gonna just do anything program related, you have to enjoy troubleshooting. If you don't, I don't know what you're doing.
I mean you're not Mooks isn't a programmer, but a lot of troubleshooting. I think it's just in the field of doing this weird tech art software stuff.
How can I make a thing work where I don't know how to make it work? That is the biggest question of like what we do. Like, okay, we have this much time and this much knowledge. How can we make these systems work?
Right.
And it is like, so often just like, I had no idea I could do this, but it's not creating errors and it's doing what we want it to. Like, okay, see if we can apply it to other systems and get that to like continue through our pipeline as well. And more often than not, it's like, wow, I had no idea that I could do this little function and have that just branch out to everything. And as long as it can talk to Darcy's coding, then it's sweet. But yeah, it is a day-to-day problem solving. Everything.
I don't know what ends up feeling worse. Something working when I don't know why, or it not working and I don't know why. I feel like it working I don't know why is more of a problem. I'm very concerned with touching anything at that point.
Yeah, so that's just touching back on it. That's why I'm suspicious of UI programming, because it works. Why didn't it work beforehand? Why does it work now? Ooh. So yeah, but like that's why I at least love working in these fields and like doing the stuff that we do, the contract work, fast moving contract work that we do. We just you get a project, you have to not budge. Properly budge a bunch of things together for something to work by a certain date. Like they might not be operating for very long, or it might be a prototype or a vertical slice or something, and then it's done, and then you've learned a bunch of things and you move on to the next one, and then you learn a bunch more things. Oh yeah.
I just realized on one of my overlays, half this time your names were flipped around, so
Darcy?
Close enough.
Yeah, well, that's fine. Yeah, actually, both of them. Wait, was that there? Hold up, I think that was wrong the entire time on both. Yep, you know what? That's fine. It's whatever. I am a professional.
Yeah. See, the like recording in a live environment, like, doing stuff like that.
Well, I checked it beforehand.
That's where the fun.
I thought it was right beforehand. Apparently not. Whatever. It doesn't matter.
Just face swap us.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure that'll go well. If I really care, I can fix it in post. But like
a lot of things in post.
Yeah. Even when we're doing live stuff, that's the God. That's a good joke. Doing live work. Yeah, don't worry about it. We'll fix it after the show.
So when it comes to the sort of tower defensey part of the game, like how does that play in with the action part? Like you as the player, you're running around slashing things. The towers are.
Yep.
Are they like? I assume both parts of these are like a core part to making sure things survive.
I have tried many times to finish the levels without towers. Nah. I have tried many times to just finish the levels only using the towers, and that doesn't work either. You need to have the nice combination of both, and it's less kind of set and forget, where I find a lot of tower defense games you work your strategy up and then you kind of just let it play through, where this is so much more involved. It's like, okay, I have a brief window of daytime where everything's turned to stone and I can move around and not worry about defending these guys. I'm gonna go build this, I'm gonna go search for some lore notes, do whatever, but you need to have both. And so that's where a lot of the testing for multiplayer is going to be coming in as well. Because some of the levels, I feel that if you were playing 4-player, you could absolutely do it without having the towers.
Right.
So we need to put in systems in play for that, so that even with your full squad, like there needs to be some level of reliance on it as well.
Yeah, because I don't even know. I know that that's been like our two big pillars, like the whole game, but I'm not sure where like it's just always been part of the idea, I guess.
They complement each other very well.
It's what we built a lot of the things around. It's where the idea that we're flipping between these modes between day and night, and you're trying to get the players to do different things during their like downtime, so daytime and like the night, and moving them around and getting them to explore levels and stuff. And towers are just like the most useful way for us to like leverage those things that we want to. Yeah. I don't know, we just found I assume it probably went like, what if we just slap tower defense? And the original idea, I think, was a third person hack and slash game. People have been playing a lot of Dark Souls.
Right.
And we wanted to, combine specifically. I was a Dota enthusiast, and the rest of them are third person hack and slash enthusiasts. I'm clean. Check my Steam. Last game like 2020 or something.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
What about against bots?
This interview is over. So yeah, and I think like the towers were a way that we could bring a top-down RTS computer gaming into this like action hack and slashy system, and like.
When it comes to a hack and slash game, I think like the most important thing of all is, yes, how like killing the enemies feels, but also how just the attacks themselves feel. If I recall correctly from Avcon, at the time, I don't think combos were working. I think you said maybe you had removed them because something broke, or...
We had changed how we were going to implement them. And Mookie has been cooking. Yeah, they were not in the... we turned that whole system off when we switched to hard 2-player, which is what we took to AFCON. Yeah. I was there and you were there. Just because we at that point, I can't remember. At the expo did we? I can't remember. What
So
we
much has
presented
happened
where.
this year. Don't ask me
We were
about it.
essentially. I'm
Beginning of the
fairly
year.
sure we were just wanted to test the basics of having 2 players and combat in.
Right.
Just to make sure we had that feeling right.
Right. Okay. Sorry, Discord. Give me 1 second.
Easy. I'm gonna grab a drink quickly.
Okay, we're back. Yes, reconnected. There's this weird thing where Discord will disconnect from my side, but keep me in the call.
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't know. Internet. Anyway,
Yep.
do you want to keep going while he's gone, or do you want to just take a quick pause?
Yeah,
he's back. Okay, well, ignore what I said then. It's fine.
Are you heading to PAX this year? Just by the by?
No, I don't have any plans to.
Ooh. We'll have to get a demo to you regardless. So we're planning on having a demo release around the same time. It's either going to be the week before or the week after. We are still in discussions of what's best for the marketing plan.
Right.
Regardless, it will be part of.
Yeah. So I'm very keen to get people who have actually played it at previous conventions, playing with new combat systems and new levels, and just see the
hit us up.
It's not a tiny amount of change. It's like, this is completely different.
Okay. Because I saw the game and visually it grabbed my attention. I thought the idea was really cool, and then the combat at the time, not having the combo system there, I was like, something is clearly missing here. Everything else works so well. I don't know how there could be such a big oversight with something this core to the game.
Yeah. We wanted to make sure because the combo system sits on top of things, sort of, in how it works. We just wanted to make sure that we had the bones of everything for the and the version we took to that was the online multiplayer version, for that working right. And now that everything is, things are cooking. It's the Steam Scream Fest, I believe.
It's either that or Next Fest.
We're not. No, we're doing Next Fest next year at an undisclosed.
That's right.
Time pertaining to when the game is released, but we will have a demo for Steam Scream Fest, which I think is the end of Halloween.
Yeah.
I think it's
it'll probably be out. It'll probably be out before then. So hit us up on, what do we have? Discord?
Yeah, that's what we are. Yeah.
Discord.
Yeah. Check out our Steam page.
Go check the Steam page. Add it to the wish list. It's gonna help us out more than you know. Please.
Am I logged in?
It does
right now. Yeah, we're logged in.
I think we're on.
There we go.
I think we're doing okay. I don't know. I have no context.
There's so much time working on other people's games.
Right.
Yeah. I don't know. I just build these things. I don't know how they work.
I think getting a demo out there and letting people see what the game's actually like, because obviously you can take it to cons and all that and you get con opinions, but having a demo out there that people outside of that can try, I think that. No, sorry about that. With all the stuff together, and it's not just being you testing one specific thing like multiplayer or combat or whatever, but having all of that together, I think that's gonna really show what people actually think of the game.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And it's just something we've been meaning to do. Because we originally did think we were gonna put this in early access. But due to a bunch of reasons, we like probably won't. And what we still want to do though is, do demo launches and have people play a slice of like what the actual thing will be. Just to, it's pretty cool.
Just a couple levels, hard lock to two-player online multiplayer, and so if we can get one person playing and enjoying it, hopefully they're going to recommend it to their friends, and then they can play it together and see how that difference is, and then if that can kind of continue, that next player goes, oh, I think you'd really like this game. Just the word of mouth is still very, very strong. Like half the games I play these days are because of recommendations from people in the office. It's you should really play Claire Obscure. It's like, and then absolutely that's my game of the year.
Have you finished all of it?
Everything apart from Simon.
Yep. I beat Simon, but it involved a bit of Stendhal cheesing.
Yeah, I did not have the time to go through just make an absolutely broken build.
Yeah.
Very enjoyable. But,
well, I did it post the nerf because you could one-shot Simon pre-nerf.
I did not know that there was a nerf.
Yeah, Stendhal... The devs are like, we want you to be overpowered, but Stendhal doing 8 billion damage is probably a bit much.
Yep.
Especially when Simon has like 60 million health. Like, that's probably a little excessive.
I feel like you could revert back to the original if you don't have internet and you have a physical copy.
Oh yeah, no, if you go to 1.0 build, yeah. Now you could still one shot Simon. You just had to put a little more effort into it.
Yeah,
it was just too easy to do it before.
Nah, it was just such a nice revamp of such a good combat system already. And honestly, the last kind of turn-based game like that I played was OG Final Fantasy VII on my PS1. And remember being extremely frustrated. Oh, Darcy, we lost your camera.
Yeah, he went blue for a second there, so I think he might be gone.
That's computer crashing again.
What is going on with your system?
There he is.
No, it's fine.
You good there, bud?
It's funny you mention FF7 because I am actually just playing through that for the first time as of a couple of weeks ago. I'd never played it before.
The original?
Yeah.
El Clasico? Yeah.
Playing the Steam release of it, but yeah.
Yeah.
It's very fun. I love it. I really do. I understand now. I understand why people love the game.
Yeah.
It sucked playing it as a kid without a memory card. I'll tell you that.
Oh, that's Jesus. How did you do that? Yeah, jeez.
That's why it was a really hard game.
Yeah.
I was gonna say how many times did you almost finish it until someone turned the PlayStation off? That's rough.
So for Blood Vow, what do you consider to be the inspirations for the game? I always like to hear the really obvious ones. Anyone who looks at the game, you're gonna be able to see inspiration straight away. But if there's any weird, obscure ones as well, I would love to hear those as well as the other ones.
I'm not so sure about weird, obscure ones, but I've always loved dark fantasy aesthetics. I love Bloodborne, Dark Souls, all that. We can't see it, Darcy.
Diablo 2 for any of the audio listeners.
Yeah, Diablo.
It's only the Lord of Destruction expansion set. I don't know what happened. I had to buy that thing 3 times because people kept stealing my CD key.
Right, I'll come steal it.
Oh yeah, hopefully I didn't ship it.
What other inspirations? I don't know. It's just like bits and pieces from loads of different games. But honestly, probably one of the biggest ones was Helldivers 2.
Okay.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. That brought 4-player co-op back into our lives in a big way.
Mm-hmm.
And lots of, because you might think, what does Helldivers have to do with like a top-down hack and slash tower defense game? Yeah, yeah. It's a we didn't. It might even be on the holy whiteboard. What did Heck Divers do?
Looking at it now, I can't see
Yeah.
Heck Divers, but
Yeah. It's because like the way that you play with your friends is a big part of why that game works. And that was something that we thought, like, because we've got visual influences from like D&D games, like digital D&D games, and like Diablos, and like mechanics that are from sort of RTS and mobile likes and that sort of thing, and mechanics that are from the Dark Souls and down to like proper hack and slash, like old school PlayStation 2 hack and slash era, God of War sort of territories. And that's like the obvious ones, but yeah, I suppose the weirdest one is that like what, and I mean, looking back, we often thought like, right, why does this work in Helldivers, and what was similar in Left 4 Dead that also worked? Because like the 4-player co-op eras separated by the gulf of, I don't know, there might have been a few, but yeah, that sort of, why is this fun to play with your friends sort of influences. So stuff that might not be actual game mechanic systems, or it might involve them, and it's not like stylistic influences or anything, but they're like, oh, because like this little story that goes through it, that it's interesting to find out about this, like in the Helldivers case, like this parody universe of that's fun. It's like, we're the bad guys, but how are we the bad guys? So like, and I don't know if that's been in any of the public releases we've tested or stuff, but yeah, there is a plot to Blood Vow, and you will be able to find out things about these things, but how you experience it might be a bit different to other games, especially since like we don't have budget for voice actors and stories and stuff, so we're doing it best.
maybe in the sequel.
Maybe in the sequel.
I think we are starting to see a sort of resurgence of 4-player co-op games in the like affectionately named friend slop games. Games like like Peak, like Repo, things like that.
Yeah. Undeserved. Peak's just a very well done game loop and game system just attached to a like 4-player system. Yeah, and it's good. I think people like, COVID happened and people played games with their friends on the internet again a bit, and it's like, hey, this is pretty fun. I like having fun with my friends. Do you guys remember fun? So it's a nice return to that.
Yeah, and the nice thing about these co-op games is I think the problem you have with a lot of other games is people try to hyper optimize everything, and you have this issue where gamers will try to optimize the fun out of a game.
Oh yeah, shit, yeah.
Like I play a lot of Path of Exile, and yeah, yeah. One of the few games where you can make a 2-hour video on a spreadsheet and people will watch it. That and Eve.
Yeah, shit, yeah. No, and like, I don't know. That's like the big part we take away from that is we're not gonna do, at least for this and for the foreseeable future, at least. We like playing PvP games. We're not gonna make PvP games.
Right.
Like, you have to do so much work, very careful game balance stuff to make those work properly, or it's just gonna turn into the same cesspool that it always turns into.
I think the main issue with any of these games isn't the fact that they're not balanced. It's when you have one sort of balance, right? Like if every single patch some new thing becomes overpowered, and there's like 3 different viable overpowered things, and then every couple of months it changes.
Patching Dota 101.
Yeah, that or League or any of these, like Marvel Rivals, it's all the exact same, where every patch cycle there's just some new overpowered thing. And I think that is a much more achievable goal than trying to make a roster of 30 characters balanced.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's a good system, and that's how they should work. It's just that, like, I don't know, I love playing PvP games. Like, there's a reason that I have 5,000 hours in Dota that I don't play it anymore. And I'm quite happy playing shorter games locked in room with mad people. But yeah, I think it would take away the fun of making balancing and building game systems that we have, at least, if they were PvP. I don't know why that is. I just it's just a lot harder, I think, to build those sorts of games. So, we have no
not achievable with.
We can't afford to do it, for one thing, especially not in Australia. Like, we couldn't have any sort of online communication system, that sort of stuff, because suddenly you have to care about like moderation, player interactions, all of that stuff. And when you're building PvP games, that's communication becomes so much more important.
Right.
It's easier just to let people play against enemies. Then there might be more longevity in this for this sort of game we're making than for like whatever the equivalent would be, hack and slash MOBA. I know they tried that; it didn't work a couple of times.
I don't think there's anything like wrong with going and making a PvP game, but like I think if you were going to do so, you would have to sort of approach it with some like weird, unique idea. Like I think of Mage Arena, right?
Yeah.
Like that's Mage Arena is such a it's like a unique PvP game. For anyone who doesn't know, basically you run around. It's one of these proximity chat games, but you use your spells by saying the name of the spell. And the problem is I don't think it's intentional. I think it's just not great voice analysis. The spells just don't work half the time, which adds to the fun as well. And just like
voice analysis is hard.
Yeah. And I think a game like that, like because it is such a unique kind of game. There's actually another game that just came out that is basically the same idea. They were obviously developed alongside each other with no idea the other project even existed. Which is so weird that 2 people have the exact same idea like this. But like, sorry?
And Bug's Life.
Oh yeah. Right. That's a really good point, actually. But I think games like that are like super fun, where someone's just they had an idea and they're like, okay, what if I just make a game like this? Like, is it gonna work? I don't know if it's gonna work, but let's just do it.
Yeah. And that's
I think that's the fun of indie games. Like, you can just take
probably the fun, like, just find a mechanic and try and get a good game loop out of it. And
it's like how many games came out of Gary's mod. Like, it's kind of the exact same thing. It's like
custom games for Warcraft 3 and stuff.
Even to a lesser extent, all the custom games in Overwatch. I absolutely love all the stuff that's
there's some fun ideas in there.
Creators.
Given how limited that system is, there's some really cool little things you can do. We've stolen things from there. Borrowed. When you do art, it's called borrowing.
Sure.
Sure it is. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I think the things that I have, the issues I have with the PvP games, my issues, not the.
I am personally I typically avoid PvP nowadays. I played a lot as a kid. I'm a very toxic PvP player. It's bad enough when I play like a Souls-like game. I don't need to do PvP anymore. I'm good.
Yeah. It's just we're me and Mookie are happier 30-year-olds making PvE games for our friends.
Late 20s. Come on.
Late 20s, sorry. And that like comes into a surprising amount of how the game we're building works. Like it has short rounds, for instance, because sometimes you can't sit there online for an hour or whatever.
Yep.
Yeah. So that's
I
sort of.
I think short rounds. It just generally feels. It feels better when something goes wrong, right? Like if you have a bad round and you lose, 10 minutes, that feels a lot better than like some roguelike games, they'll have like 40, 50-minute runs to do the entire run. And it's like if you get a bad roll like 30 minutes into that feels kind of bad.
Oh yeah. That's why I suppose that's been around forever as a like FTL enjoyer. But I think the way that the games like FTL that do have those longer run times, where you can just lose, is that playing it again is it's just fun to start again and see what happens this time, sort of thing. Yeah. Even with the short run time, the short level time. So I think in terms of actual specifics, we're looking at 15-minute levels, and just correct me if I'm wrong on this. It's around there, ballpark, plus minus something.
I think maximum of about half hour.
Sorry, you dropped out during that, I think.
Oh, yeah. The ideal is between 15 and max of about half hour. Like we want to have some of them being shorter, and we want some of them being longer. But yeah, it is we don't want to spend an entire hour and then walk away defeated.
Yep. Again, game you might not think would influence it. I know Helldivers helped us make that decision because some of those are they 40-minute games?
Yeah,
45-minute rounds. Some of those feel too
45.
long. And that's the sort of thing we want to avoid. But also, like, not too. It's hard. Not too short. Not too long. It still has to be a. Yeah. I don't know. And this comes down to level design, which I suppose we haven't really talked about and don't have a lot to show. But just trust us, bro. It's going to be interesting. What I might do quickly, just before we. Like, I don't know how long we have, but I know that you're busy after about 8:30, aren't you?
Yeah, I need to get going fairly soon.
So
okay.
I'm gonna just.
If you just want to keep going with the
like,
tours, we can do that. Otherwise,
I'm not fussed. Maybe just to go through like some of the game engine stuff.
Okay.
I am allowed to just like start screen sharing things from the game engine, right?
If you feel like it, if you're allowed to.
Do you want me to do a quick push for you?
I don't know if I can get in. I don't have a controller.
If you don't have a controller, then no, it won't work.
You will be able to play mouse and keyboard. The mouse and keyboard current controls are set up for me to be able to program easily not for you to be able to play the game easily at the moment.
I see.
Which is why there would be issues there. But if I just like go live.
Okay.
So this is our old. People have seen. Is this Perk? No, Avcon. People at Avcon would have seen this. This is not the menu. This will change. This is going soon. What we have been working on is this. So none of this is finished yet. We will have an environment, the actual character, but we're doing a lot of the the classic 4-player in the lobby system where I'm good. I'm not logged into Steam. So Steam integration. You have your option systems, your player abilities. Your tower abilities, your tower side grades, your player abilities, your player ability side grades. People can see the level names for the demo. They are creatively, yeah. So this is what we've been playing with, and a lot of that is scalable building. This is all of the stuff we're building for that'll go into the finished product.
Right.
So yeah, testing players joining lobbies, the Steam names getting displayed correctly, storing people's Steam lists, making sure that inviting people through Steam and through the game work correctly, making sure that you can join existing lobbies, that sort of thing. We're chipping away at that. I reckon we're like nearly done.
Getting pretty close.
Nearly done. So yeah, and that's a lot of the big hurdle. The stuff that may not be playing the fun hacky slashy action tower defensey game, but what you use the stairs that you go up to get into the happy fun zone.
Right.
It's all nearly done. Yep. UI programming.
It sounds like this really is just the bane of your existence, just UI programming.
Not far off.
If things have to work properly in it, then yeah, it's a pain in the ass because it's like, it's interacting with Steam, it's interacting with our game instance that's always running, it's interacting with our network systems, our character systems. It's affecting what animations the characters will have when they learn into the level. So you have to in building the lobby, you build the rest of the damn owl. And we've already we drew the owl. So yeah, that's what we're tying together. The thing that lets you control all the parts of drawing the damn owl. And yeah, hopefully it's well, it was meant to be. I wanted it done by Friday, but we can push that to next week sometime.
We got time.
Which leaves us 5 weeks to
4 or 5.
5 weeks. We're gonna be at PAX. It's gonna be finished.
Yep.
It's gonna be playable.
Yep. I hope so. It better be playable at PAX. Otherwise it'll be a waste of a con.
We got 6 weeks from now.
Oh, 6 weeks. Yeah, we're sorted. We're sorted.
Plenty of time.
Just don't make any major changes the night before.
They're
crucial.
Crucial changes. We gotta change a bunch of colors for no reason. Maybe some fonts, move stuff around to sort of enhance the player experience.
So earlier you talked. Oh yes.
I am very sorry. I need to get going in a sec.
Yeah.
Okay.
Have last couple of minutes of questions if there are any, or I don't know.
We can just keep going. If you're still good to keep going, Darcy, we can just keep going with you. That works. Unless you need to go.
I do stuff at night, but I can probably do. How long would you have like enough for debriefing questions, Mix, or like 5 minutes?
Yeah, I can do like another 5 minutes.
Yeah, do you want to do that? Do you just want to like try and put a nice bow on the whatever the last hour and a half of rambling has been?
Sure. Yeah, we can do that. So one thing I did kind of want to touch more on from earlier is you talked about how you're very like systems focused. So the way it sounds like to me is you've kind of sort of focused on building out these ideas first and then expand the game out afterwards, after you've got everything sort of working together well, as opposed to building the game out and then just adding incremental things, incremental like core ideas onto it from there.
Absolutely. Like getting the foundations of all the programming and systems was crucial to the development of everything. That's all Darcy. Like, without his systems in play, we wouldn't be able to get my bits and pieces like functioning really. And that was one of the biggest.
An easy example for this? Sorry, keep talking. I'm just going to show things.
It's just that, like, very, very early on after AvCon last year, we actually stopped production and had full team meeting. And this is why we keep going on about the Holy Whiteboard, because that's where we wrote how everything's going to work in terms of how enemies work, how the character works, how the progression, the levels, like all of these different systems. And I think we've done an exceptional job of not straying away from that. It's like, this is what we're making. This is how we're going to do it. And that was like a 6-hour long meeting or something in itself. It was so important. And, it has been one of the best things that I think any indie team should really do is like, okay, what are our core pillars? How are we going to get that? And just being really, really clear across the board and across the team of like, we're doing this, we're doing this, we're doing this.
Yeah. And just to support that, like I think I've just been like clicking through all of our classes and stuff we've got in the game. I think nearly except for the UI, nearly all of this has been, even if these weren't really doing anything, all of this has been in since we rebuilt the project. So I'm talking like, we had all of our controllers and states and game modes for each part of the experience. So like being in the main menu, being in the lobby, being in game online, or being in game single player. Like ready to go, all of the bits made, and then we knew that we were going to be building these systems in these little sort of compartmentalized way that all interacted with each other. And then you don't wind up adding a bunch of crap while you're making making the game. You're it's all just there ready to go. So like you know what all the parts of the house that you're building are. Because even if they're empty, if they're there and your like classes are there and ready to go, once they're filled and in the shape of a game, then it's a game, and you haven't had to bolt on any extraneous crap to make it work or anything, that sort of thing. So like, yeah, I don't know. That's
Well, it sounds like that you're both very excited about the game and have high hopes for it, and I hope PAX goes well. I hope you get a demo out there. Let me know when that comes out. I'll be definitely want to try it out. And yeah, hopefully, you said 2026. We'll see how that goes.
Oh no, it's coming out. It's coming out 2026.
It is okay.
We we may be like, pretty not disorganized or unprofessional in a lot of other areas. But deadline strict. Like, we wanted to make a fun game with our mates, and it's nearly done. And it's coming out next year because, I don't know, maybe we want to make another game. Or like work on something else. Yeah.
Maybe.
All right. You need to run, so I guess we can sign off here.
No, thank you very much for having us.
Absolute pleasure.
Yeah. We really look forward to like just having a chance to chat with people about these sorts of behind the scenes-y kind of things with game dev. Just because it's fun for us to talk to people that enjoy these things about these things. and it's not that finding people to talk to about, video game programming is hard, but
So, Steam page, Blood Vow, Survive the Night.
Yeah.
You guys don't have
a sus?
Sorry?
Wishlist it.
Yep, wishlist it. Do you guys have any social media people can follow?
We do have the Blood Vow Survive the Night Discord community as well. So there's updates pretty much every week. And we have we do have Instagram. I'm just checking what it's called.
I think it might be Blood_Vow. Did we get Blood_Vow?
Yeah, that one actually is on the Steam page.
Yeah!
It is indeed.
Well done, Ants. We love you.
Yeah. So much love. Right. I think that's it in terms of social media at the moment. But
We're not marketing people.
No, I'm not a social media person.
Yeah. But
find Ant on LinkedIn and follow
programming, I think so, and like doing animations and stuff. So the game will be cool. Our social media presence.
There it goes. So, nothing else you need to direct people to? Is that basically everything?
That's it.
No,
just get on Steam and add it to the wish list, please. Helps so much.
Okay. My main channel is Brody Robertson. I do tech and Linux videos there 6-ish days a week. Sometimes I stream. I've got the gaming channel, Brody on Games. I will probably be... Silk Song. Silk Song's out next week, so we're playing that.
I've never heard of that.
Yeah, never heard of what's a Silk Song. Also, we're playing more Yakuza 6. And if you're watching the video version, this is playing the audio version on every podcast platform. That is Tech Over Tea. If you go to YouTube, it is Tech Over Tea as well. I have some trashy game jam code to go smash out, so I'm going to go do that after this.
Oh, yeah.
Wicked. That's the best code. That's the funnest code.
Oh,
have fun, man.
It's a mess. I'll give you the guys the final word. How do you want to sign us off?
I don't know.
Where would you do that?
Check out our game when it comes out. It'll be pretty cool. Or
the demo when that's a thing.
Demo.
Oh yeah, the demo. Yeah. Steam Screamfest, I think. Yeah, we should hire him. He can remember things better than we can.
Yeah.
Thanks for having us.
Absolute pleasure.
Thank you very much.